It was the moment when hope of freedom and democracy seized the Middle East. In January 2011, thousands of Egyptians took to the streets. After nearly 30 years in power, the general turned president, Hosni Mubarak, was forced from office.
It actually made it kind of possible for the people to think that people have power, like you can demonstrate and actually topple the regime.
One of Egypt's best-known activists, human rights lawyer Mahinur al-Masri, was among the millions who celebrated the promise of a new era.
It made me grateful that at least I lived a moment like that, because I know others who had sacrificed their lives, and so it was like I was very grateful and thankful that at least I've seen this. I've seen something that I've believed in coming to life.
Egypt managed democratic elections, but protesters, including Mahinur al-Masri, returned to the streets to oppose a new uncompromising president, Mohamed Morsi, from the Muslim Brotherhood.
One of the things that actually worried us the most is that they actually didn't respect the demands of the people and the demands of the revolution.
Those protests culminated in a popular military coup in mid-2013. Only a minority sensed the wave of repression that would soon follow. First, Muslim Brotherhood followers were massacred. Then the military-backed government started locking up civil rights activists and all manner of opponents.
We would usually go to protests and we were thinking that we might get arrested, but not like now. Now, if you go to protests, you think that maybe you are going to get killed, or maybe you would spend years behind bars.
Now, as well as controlling the nation's destiny, the military is taking an even greater slice of the economic pie.
The military are back in ways which far exceed what was known in the country before. Not only they are active in the economy, but they are active in services, in tourism, they are running the media, and this is far different from what the country knew before.
Economic growth since the coup has doubled. In an abandoned university campus in central Cairo, young artists and would-be tech entrepreneurs have found a potential launchpad.
Several of the offices on this street were burned out with Molotov cocktails in the revolution in 2011.
It's the brainchild of businessman Ahmed El-Alf.
It's very key is the stability of the country to really give the assurance for the investors to really commit the capital and take risk. And investors really are about weighing the risk. So is the risk worth it or not, depending on the political stability of the place?
Egyptians are voting in an election widely seen as a sham. A new general turned president, Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, is certain to win another 4-year term, a result that many in the business community would welcome.
The past 4 years have been great for the entrepreneurial ecosystem. The administration has brought in ministers who have really taken a role and emphasized supporting entrepreneurs, and the president has made it a mandate.
However, not everyone is happy with Egypt's new order. Unemployment remains high, and tens of thousands of people have been detained.
Definitely, Egypt is politically very stable, but I think the seeds for instability are there, and I think they might grow as a result of the same policies which are being carried out by the regime.
Despite the risks, Mahinur al-Masri continues to protest. These days, when she's jailed, it's for months at a time, and still she won't be silenced. Despite all the setbacks, she argues that Egyptians have managed to keep some of the freedom they won in 2011, and she's still hoping the promise of the so-called Arab Spring will be realised.
People are talking about freedom of religion, freedom of speech, like now people are talking at least about that, and this is a good thing.
Will you give up?
No, I will never give up. I will never give up.